What's going on YouTube? It's your boy OddNoobian back at you with another reaction of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood episode 9. So in the last episode, Edward's plans were foiled again with learning more information about the Philosopher's Stone by Envy and Lust. At the, I believe they were at the factory. I thought they were at the prison, but I believe they're at the factory because they showed the prison after the factory exploded. The factory exploded because Lust and them blew it up because they're stopping them from getting it. But they don't want to kill them. So their plan is for whatever. They said sacrifices, so they're going to use them for something. But they don't want them to die, and they don't want them to reach their goals. So they're keeping them in the lane to use them for something later down the line. I'm not sure what that is, but it'll be revealed later. We haven't seen Scar in a minute. I'm not really sure what happened to him. He got into a fight with Lust and Gluttony, and he made it out alive, but we haven't seen him since, so he's somewhere hurt. Maybe he'll show up in the future. And now we have a little conflict maybe between Alphonse and Edward because of what the butcher said to Al. He said he was maybe a puppet, tried to make him believe that he wasn't real, put like doubt into his mind that he wasn't a real boy, that he was fake, and he might be a puppet made by Ed. But, you know, I'm sure that's going to be some type of conflict in this episode. I'm hoping that they just kind of talk about it and just deal with it. But, you know, they like to talk around things sometimes, and they get real awkward around each other. I don't know why. They're brothers. They've been around each other their whole lives. They really shouldn't be awkward about anything. They should just be able to talk. But you never know how it goes. But we'll see what happens. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. You know, like the reaction if you enjoy it. I hope you do. Check out another reaction if you enjoy this one. Let's hop into it. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood episode 9. Let's get it. Here we go. Created feelings.
Looks like you can sit up now, huh?
What happened with the fifth laboratory?
Well, it
got exploded.
The building and there's nothing left of it now but rubble.
Damn it! You mean they wiped out everything?
Always, man. That's the second time this happens. First the central library, then the fifth lab.
Huh?
Uh-oh. Ooh. Why? Why they smack him up like that?
Selfish child. You only escaped with your life because you were lucky. My punishment for slapping you?
It doesn't even feel like he's really part of the military. He's like,
You're so scared of me.
State-certified alchemists carry a military rank equivalent to that of a major.
okay, so he's a
Don't worry
major.
about it. I didn't get my certification so people would kiss up to me.
Oh yeah, he broke the auto mill. Well, I don't know, man. Is that really his fault?
At all.
Oh, she messed up.
Sounds about right. Nothing, just talking to myself.
Oh.
When the arm stopped working.
I was in a really rough fight.
You did it again, moron! How could you treat my precious automail like that, alchemy freak?
But that's not his fault. You forgot a bolt. How? How you gonna blame him?
was that your girlfriend?
My girlfriend! No way!
Where's he bleeding from?
Something to be embarrassed about? When I was your age, I had a different girlfriend every week.
What are you doing? Sitting there in the dark by yourself?
Oh, here we go. Alphonse, just ask the question, man. My man's tall, bro. He stand out in the middle of anybody.
Where are those stupid
He's like 9 feet tall.
Well, you see,
The hospital? What happened?
And now you're badly injured.
Now she feels bad.
It's not your fault. You can't blame yourself.
Well, looking at her like, look at him like, hey man, you gonna let her take the blame like that?
This was all my fault.
He has no idea. He never noticed that I forgot to put in that screw.
It's definitely her
If
fault.
my arm had broken when it did, I would have kept fighting, and then I would have been hurt even worse. Shut up! I don't have to drink it if I don't wanna!
sound like a spoiled little brat. That worked out, Rick.
Every growing boy needs
Why are you always shirtless?
Was that Al?
Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do the sulking. Al is, well, he's like 14, so it's kind of angsty, I guess.
Really weird.
I used to be a mechanic on airplanes. When that airplane takes off and you look down and there's some like bolts and stuff left over, and you're like, all right. Hope everything's gonna be okay. I hate flying.
Okay, you're all set.
Yo, Ed, my boy! Is it true you brought a pretty blonde girl into your room to service you?
To service you? Why you gotta say it like that?
Nothing more.
Oh, I see. You've seduced your mechanic, have you?
Ah, that isn't what I said at all. Were you even listening to me? But don't you have work to do?
Nope, it's all under control. I gave Chef.
Hughes don't be doing no work, bro.
Real jerk, aren't you?
My man be slacking, bro.
I just found out
Hughes don't be
Fullmetal
doing
shouldn't
no
be
work.
kept under guard for too much longer.
I have to go and see if I can find some place to stay tonight.
Come on, no need for that. Why don't you spend the night at my place?
Really?
Yes, of course.
He is definitely
My wife,
hospitable,
Donna,
though.
will be delighted to
He's
have
always
you.
like inviting people over, like, come stay at the house.
Here, let me take that. Oh, I've got it.
They be dragging people out these rooms by their collars, man. You got roped into a child's birthday party. It's cute.
In general, men prefer to let their actions speak instead of words. When they're in pain, they don't want to burden anyone with it. Not if they can help it.
My man, he was over here speaking facts.
That's how they are.
What I'm saying, man, just let it go.
Even so,
I'ma show you what's
time,
up.
They'll ask for your help.
If I need help, I'll let you
When they
know.
do, I know that you'll be there for them.
I like Hughes. I like Hughes. He was over here speaking facts, man.
Hey, you get away from her. Alicia wants to play with me, not you. Huh? No way. She's quite the heartbreaker already, isn't she?
Oh. No!
Listen up, boys. Try anything with my daughter, and you will answer to me.
That's how it be.
Speak too loudly.
That's how it be, man. Care how old you are. Get your hands off my daughter.
Maybe you wanted to say that my soul and my memories are really artificial constructions you created.
Hmm?
You, Winry and Granny, you've been lying to me all along, haven't you? What do you have to say for yourself, brother?
Why wouldn't you just ask the question?
Really think if you believe that
You know?
all this time?
He wants to know if you blame him for what happened to your body, Al.
It's all my fault. Al lost his body and it's all my fault. He can't eat anymore. He can't sleep. He can't feel cold or warmth. He's my little brother and I'm supposed to protect him and I did this.
All the two of you have left is each other. Now, go get your brother.
My thing is, why wouldn't you just ask?
Start
You know?
running, right?
Why wouldn't you just ask? Just ask the question, man. Like, talk to him. I can understand how Ed feels responsible. You know what I mean? Because, you know, he was the little brother. I mean, Alphonse was the little brother, you know. Ed kind of talked him into it, coaxed him into it, was like, yeah, let's try to bring Mom back, you know. And Alphonse was apprehensive about it. And Ed is pretty much the one who talked him into it, you know. Obviously, Al had something to do with it, but Edward feels like he's the one. He's the older one, so he's the one who takes responsibility for what happened, which is legit, you know. I'm the oldest brother of 3 brothers, so I kind of understand what he's going through. Like, if that were to happen, I would
Right, brother.
be the one to take responsibility.
You know it, Al. We'll make ourselves stronger, faster, and better until we get our bodies back.
And the milk?
Milk?
Drink the milk.
Fine, I'll drink a little.
Just drink the milk, man.
Whatever
I don't
it
like
takes,
milk either,
brother.
though. It'd be nasty.
Mr. Hughes, maybe you don't have to hear something out loud, but it sure is helpful sometimes.
I guess it is.
Me? Why, I'm a man of Ishvala, just as you are, son. There's nothing to worry about here. I won't sell out one of my own.
Are we the only ones here? Are there other Ishvalan survivors?
Yes, indeed there are. A rundown slum such as this may bear
So
no resemblance to
some
our
of them end up
ancestral home.
surviving.
But you know what they say. The world is God's bosom. How great
I mean,
God
more
is
than
Father.
Scar, I should
Am
say.
I right?
precious gift from my family.
So yeah, that episode we got a little more character building between Al and Edward and stuff. We and Winry as well, because we got Winry. She cares very deeply about both of them. Obviously, they're childhood friends. We know that she really cares deeply. I think she kind of likes Ed a bit, but you know, they may or may not end up together. I said this before, but you know, even if it's not like romantic, it's still like a deep care and connection between them, just being childhood friends. And so she's the reason that his arm fell off, because she forgot a bolt. And I know what that's like, because like I said, I used to work on jet engines on aircraft when I was in the Air Force, and I've seen those planes take off, and I look in that toolbox and I see a couple bolts and nuts, and I'm like, well, I hope everything turns out okay. So next time you get into an airplane, keep that in mind. Anyways, yeah, so I don't know. I knew Al was gonna keep that. He was gonna harbor that inside of him, that doubt or whatever, for whatever reason. I feel like the more mature side of me says he should have just talked it out with Ed, but I can understand they're teenagers and they're kind of angsty, and they don't really know how to express. He didn't know how to express that to his brother. Like, maybe he's not real or whatever. He didn't really know how to express it to him, so he just kind of bottled it up until it kind of just blurted out. And instead of Ed getting super pissed at him, he didn't like yell at him or anything. He was just like, "You done, man? All right, cool," and just left. And then Winry told him that Ed feels responsible for the whole thing, which I already kind of knew. Like, Ed always feels responsible. That's why he was trying to get his body back. I think I said it before in an earlier episode. Edward feels responsible for, you know, his little brother. I mean, like any older sibling would feel responsible for your younger sibling, especially even if y'all do something together. At the end of the day, you were the older one, especially as kids, you know, like when you two do something together as children, the older one, if something goes wrong, the older one feels responsible for the safety of their younger siblings. So of course he feels like it's in a way his fault that his brother is now in a suit of armor, and he didn't mind losing his arm in order to bring his brother back into the suit of armor so they could try to find a way to get them whole again. So it makes sense that he feels that way, and he's scared that his brother blames him, but Al doesn't blame him. He's kind of like, you know, it is what it is. Things happen the way they happen and couldn't happen any other way. No reason being mad at you now because of it. We're just gonna strive to be better, and both of us are gonna be on the path, and we're gonna keep moving forward, man. And that's siblings, man. That's beautiful, you know. That's how it is. That's how all siblings should be. Connect, be with each other, move forward together amicably as one, man, you know. And that was cool. And then we got a little bit of Scar action, a little bit. You see some Ishvalan survivors. I don't know how many are there. He said the old man said there were more there. So we seen an old man and a little boy where they found Scar in the sewers. So I guess they're living down there in the sewers, or they're living somewhere close to the sewer. He said it was the outskirts of the East City. So I guess they're living in the sewers, or, you know, underground or something. They're hiding. They're in hiding, I'm guessing, because they were to be exterminated by the alchemists. So the survivors went into hiding, maybe. And the alchemist that's in handcuffs, I don't know his name, the alchemist that's in handcuffs that we seen in the first episode that the ice alchemist tried to recruit, he is the one who took out Scar's people. I don't know what they're called. His family, maybe. His area, because we seen him before he had the scar, so I'm guessing that's the alchemist that gave him the scar, because he was the alchemist tasked with destroying his sector of the Ishvalan civilization. So yeah, so I'm guessing he's trying to Scar's trying to get revenge on him. I don't know his name. I'll figure it out sometime later, but I don't know his name. So yeah, anyways, it was a good episode. It was really good. Nice character building, nice little relationship building between Alphonse and Edward. I enjoyed it. Nice little Winry cameo to see her come in and fix up his arm and stuff like that. And yeah, So if you're new here, like, comment, subscribe, you know, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you checking me out. Check out one of these other videos that's probably up on the screen right now. Like the video if you enjoyed my reaction, and I'm gonna see y'all boys in the next episode of Fullmetal Alchemist. All right? Deuces.